And welcome everybody to Creating Your Character. So you want to create a character from scratch. Let's try this first. What has excited you all your life? Perhaps it's a Dungeons and Dragons sort of thing, a castle, swords. Perhaps it's a famous detective sort of idea as well, like Sherlock Holmes. Perhaps it's something more ominous, like a vampire or Dracula. Who knows what? The sky's the limit. Well, that could be your point of departure. Let's say you love the Arthurian tales. Make your costume something of a knight in shining armor. Whatever it is you decide, that is your persona. Whatever excites you, that is your character. And don't worry about if it's been done before. Just do it the best way that you can. Another point of departure is what I refer to as lists. Make columns of lists and then cross-connect them or cross-reference them. I'll give you an example. On the far left, in what you could call column A, have a character. List various characters in history or literature, etc., such as Mao Zedong, or Dracula, or Frankenstein, or you fill in the blanks. So in that far left column A, you have a list running from top to bottom of various historical, literary characters, if you will. In column B, just to the right of column A, you'll list locations or places. This could be Metropolis or Gotham or France or Paris or Rome, just as long as you list from top to bottom various locations. Now you're going to do column C, which is to the right of column B. You will make a list of time frames. For example, steampunk, 1800s, prehistoric times, 1500s, 1200s, maybe the future. Anything goes in this list, just to the right of B, of time frames. Column D, which is a list of props. They could be magic wands, they can be cloaks, they can be suitcases, they can be anything you want. So now you'll pick something from column A, for example, Dracula. Then you'll pick something from column B, not in the same order or correlation. Let's say it's Metropolis. And column C, perhaps it's the steampunk era. And finally D, perhaps it's a magic wand. So the character you've inadvertently come up with is Dracula from Metropolis with a magic wand who lives in the steampunk era. This is just one example of using the list method. If you want, you can move on to the next method of coming up with your character, which is merely borrowing an existing character from literature, history, or comic books, or any other location. Perhaps it's a TV show or movie. Not quite as original as the other method. Nonetheless, your agents will appreciate the effort, and it will be somewhat of a commercial endeavor. Remember to change your costume for copyright reasons, i.e. change the colors, change the props a little bit so that they're not identical to the existing ones from the comic books, movies, history, etc. A word now about where to get your costumes and props. Your best friend is the Salvation Army, Value Village, dollar stores, any place that features a Halloween store or a Halloween theme is your best bet. Furthermore, it'll be far more efficient, far more reasonably priced than, say, having someone tailor make or custom build a prop for you. Why not? If you can see it right off the rack, go for it. Be inspired. A quick word now about music. Originality is the key. You do not want to use music in your show, or worse, music that is not royalty free or not copyright free on YouTube. For example, let's say you've done a magic show or a magic trick to a standard theme song from some movie, and you post it to YouTube. Chances are YouTube will catch it, and they'll either ask you to get rid of the video or replace the audio, or worse, they may take it down themselves without any kind of warning. How do you avoid this? Use original music in the first place. YouTube provides this service. Just click on YouTube Studio and then Audio Library. Type in whatever you want. Magic music, suspense. There are various titles and themes to choose from. All of this being at your disposal. If you want to actually write something original, by all means do. If you're capable of writing commercial type music with or without lyrics, by all means use this in your shows. Some words here now about props and accessories, such as wands, such as cases, such as boxes to carry your props in. By all means make them your own. If you can't purchase at a thrift store like Goodwill, like Salvation Army, like Value Village, etc., cases that reflect the same kind of theme as your characters, by all means have a friend or someone you know custom make it for you. At the very least, if you have a suitcase or box that you're using, have your logo put on it. If you don't have a logo, design it yourself and have someone who knows more about graphic design design it for you. Then go crazy, put the logo, design, and feel of your show and your characters everywhere. Posters, business cards, flyers, etc. Go out there now with your original character, the character that reflects who you are, your very persona, and have fun. It's not just about changing costumes, it's also about your surroundings. Whether it's a fireplace or a round table type of background or a castle backdrop, all of this subliminally influences your audiences into feeling either secure or on edge, depending on what you're hoping to accomplish. With magic, I found that often I'll wear an ascot to portray sort of a 70s kitschy kind of character, or tongue-in-cheek, if you will. Besides all the other characters and costumes you've seen me wear, I prefer most this sort of gentleman wizard kind of outfit with high wing tip collar and ascot. Of course, for professionalism, nothing beats a suit and tie and variations thereof, depending on, subliminally once again, what feeling or mood you want to portray. A dark suit and tie would portray something a bit more professional, a little bit more guarded, and bright colors would be less guarded and have the audience be more relaxed. Oftentimes, accompanying either a check shirt and tie, I will sometimes wear a sweater for a casual, almost therapist kind of look and feel. we're back, but it looks like we have only time to say goodbye and to thank all of you for joining us this day really soon. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. See y'all soon.